Alright, so we got the My Hero Academia 420 spoilers today, and well, Hori is cooking. My guy has been taking us on a non-stop emotional roller coaster lately. Also, if you didn't see my last video, it was a theory video on how Deku was gonna get his arms back, and well, I would say I wasn't too far off. But anyways, let's get into it. Oh, but also, shout out to Rikasu on Twitter because this would not be possible without them. The chapter begins with Aizawa, Mike, and Kurogiri on a tiny island. Mike is holding Kurogiri by the shirt and telling him to wake up already. He says that Shirakumo's corpse shouldn't have been violated like that and is about to punch Kurogiri while his eyes get teary. Aizawa points out that he's crying and Mike says he doesn't cry since he's a man, but Aizawa says he was talking about Kurogiri. Mike tells him that's impossible since he's a Nomu. It must be just raindrops. Whoa, so it's being implied again that Kurogiri isn't a typical Nomu, which would make sense since when he technically died, it would have been early in the Nomu stages, making him like a proto-Nomu, which is probably why he's been able to retain so much of his former self compared to other Nomu. Anyways, back to the spoilers. Mike says that Aizawa shouldn't expect another miracle like the one that happened at Tartarus. They're 31 years old and no longer second years at UA, but Aizawa says that Shirakuma died while he was a student. Besides, there must be a reason why he saved them both from dying. Aizawa says that they managed to generate a white spark that mixed with the darkness. It will never be 100% white again, but it's not going to be 100% black either. And now, as UA teachers, they need to guide the student until they graduate, as long as they remember their origin. The mist increases in size and Kurogiri says, Yamada. Mike starts to cry even more and says that memories never die. Cut to Tsukauchi in the control room and Aizawa asks him through the comms if Monoma can still fight. He says he can't because he hit his head and he's unconscious. Aizawa then asks how many people can still fight on each battlefield. Cut to Aizawa arriving at the underground shelter and telling Ectoplasm that they'll now be able to use Kurogiri's portals. He says he doesn't know how long Kurogiri will work, so he needs to gather as many heroes as possible in the shortest possible time. Death Arms volunteers to go fight, and so does another hero. It's none other than Astro from Barrage. So that's crazy. Hori is throwing some crumbs at us, and I freaking love it. The civilian who didn't want to let Deku into UA takes off his shirt and gives it to Aizawa, asking him to use it to treat some heroes' wounds. Several other civilians do the same, and Aizawa thanks them. So this is cool because this is really hammering down that there's been a shift in the narrative as far as these souls go, for lack of a better word. And it's really cool to see that Deku's fight has kind of won them over. So then we learn the battle at Takoba isn't over. Cut to the battle and we see Gashly fighting Sero, Sato, and 13 other heroes. All seems lost, but suddenly Tokage, Kamakiri, Ectoplasm, and other heroes arrive through the portals. Phase 3 of the Divide and Conquer operation starts, says Aizawa. We see a flashback of Eri giving her horn to Aizawa. She knows she can't go to the battlefield, so she wants to at least get her horn there. He asked how she did that, and Eri replies that Ectoplasm helped her cut it. Ectoplasm apologizes, but says that Eri learned from Aizawa. Yo! So I think we all expected Eri to be a part of the final solution, but for it to happen so fast, we barely got armless Deku. She's rational like Aizawa, but she also does crazy things from time to time. Aizawa says that this can permanently damage her quirk, and Eri says that she wanted to do this to help All Might and Kachan. Eri says her dream is to sing like Jiro and wants Deku and everyone else to have fun when the war is over. Well, obviously that concert that she went to with Mirio really impacted her, and I'm kind of living for this. Cut to the present, and Aizawa pierces Deku with Eri's horn. Ectoplasm says that she didn't have much energy, so it should take 2 to 3 minutes for him to heal. Aizawa says that Deku can't die until he hears Eri singing. The chapter ends with Mineta, Kaminari, Shoji, Momo, Kudo, and other heroes coming out of the portals. They say they're exhausted, but the fact that Midoriya is doing his best makes their bodies move on their own. Wow, what a turnaround of a chapter. Last chapter was like a punch in the gut, and here we are now. So with it taking Deku 2 to 3 minutes to heal in manga time, is our boy going to be down and out for the count, or do you think he'll actually be able to be relevant in this last barrage? Let me know down below, and thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and every little bit helps, so I appreciate it. See you next time. Bye.